Hey guys, Gamer Vance Daniel 74 back here with another video, and today I'm going to be doing a Friday the 13th movie rankings with all 12 movies of Jason Voorhees, except for one, which is A New Beginning, but you know what I mean. So, let's get into it. Oh yeah, I just want to go and start by saying like and subscribe and comment on the video what your rankings would be. This is my personal opinion, nothing against them. Alright, let's go get started. Coming in at dead last is Jason Goes to Hell, The Final Friday. Now, no one likes this movie, and I can agree, because this thing is stupid. I watched this like a few days ago, and literally Jason's just a wiggling worm. I mean, what the frick happened to it? I mean, wiggling worm possesses people, then becomes human Jason again, but apparently was unstoppable, but apparently can die from magic dagger. It's just like some Halloween cult stuff. So, this is just a stupid movie. I mean, the characters weren't good. Literally, Steven, bro, that dude, he's okay. I mean, he's not really the best against, I mean, it reminds me of Michael Myers' house because of that house that Jason had. I mean, why not be in the woods? I mean, at the beginning, yeah, I was in the woods, but it went off from a city to a freaking construction site type thing. Yeah, that's just Jason Goes to Hell. It's terrible. Now, coming in my number 11 spot is Jason Takes Manhattan, Friday the 13th, Part 8. I'm not loving this movie at all. It should be Jason Takes a Boat, because he's always on a boat. I mean, he's on the boat most of the movie. I mean, the last part's in Manhattan, like the last 30 minutes, but it's literally on a yacht called the Lazarus, the whole movie, mostly. I mean, yeah, Jason looks pretty cool. He looks good in the game, too. But, you know, it's weird how he just takes a boat. I mean, it's just dumb. I mean, yeah, I got my Crash Creations Part 8 over there and my Part 4. And I'm getting a Part 7 in the mail in a week from Crash. So stay tuned for that. I mean, yeah, Part 8, I mean, the characters are okay. I mean, the final girl, Remy, she's okay. Along with her boyfriend. They're pretty good final people, but, you know, not the best. Jason Takes Manhattan has a cool death, like that, what do you call it? What was that? Oh yeah, the sewage death. That was pretty cool when he just got Mr. Forgot his name. I haven't seen that movie in a while. I mean, yeah, it just sucks, dude. Oh man, I feel bad for Manhattan. That would have been a good movie if it wasn't on a boat. Coming in my number 10 spot is going to be Friday the 13th, the original, because it's not, I mean, yeah, everybody loves the original, but I'm not the biggest fan of it because, one, I want Jason in the movie. It's literally his mother doing the killing, but, I mean, it's a good timeline. I mean, it starts from his mother all the way up to Mr. Voorhees killing until he dies at the very last movie in 2009. I mean, and yeah, it's pretty cool, but it's not my favorite movie. I mean, it's my personal opinion, y'all. I mean, y'all posting y'all in the comments what y'all's ranking are. I mean, yeah, I like Mrs. Voorhees and Alice. She is great as his final girl. I mean, goodness, man. She's probably one of the best final girls to everybody, and same here, I think so. But the overall setting is just, it's at a summer camp, yeah. It looks like a horror movie in the woods, like Cabin in the Woods kind of thing. I like it, but it's just the tone I don't like. It's just so different from all the other movies until we had the Part 2 and whatever. Now, that is my number 10. Now, in my number 9 spot is going to be Freddy vs. Jason. I hate this movie so much. I'm going to put it dead last over here, along with Hell and Jason Goes to Hell and Manhattan and Freddy vs. Jason. Freddy vs. Jason was, I know it's two of the famous horror icons crossing over, but the characters suck very horribly in this movie. I mean, yeah, Jason just looks like a Frankenstein. He's played by Ken Kirzinger. I mean, yeah, he was tall and stuff, but he was one of the worst Jasons. Freddy, yeah, of course, he's played by the one and only Robert Englund. And the movie with the characters, some of the kills were good, but not the best. I mean, it's not really, it's dumb. It's a dumb crossover. If it was like Freddy versus Michael Myers or Michael Myers versus Jason Voorhees, yeah, I'd be happier. I'd rank it higher. But, you know, I just don't like that at all. Now, my number 8 spot's going to be Friday the 13th Part 3 or 3D. Because, now, I know the 3D shots were perfect in that movie for y'all. If y'all were in the 1980s, well, I'm 14 now, which means I wasn't there. I was in 2006. But Part 3, it was okay. I mean, Jason, that's when he got his hockey mask. Everybody knows that they love that movie, all because of his hockey masks. And apparently, one of the coolest deaths was when he shot that girl with the harpoon in the eye. That was cool. But it was okay. I'll say that. It was okay. Now, my number 7 spot, I'm going to be doing Friday the 13th, Part 5, A New Beginning. Now, this movie I didn't really like because, Jason's not the killer. That's just something. Since Jason died in Part 4, they were going to call it the final chapter, but not really. I mean, Part 5 literally just screwed it up. I mean, Jason as freaking Roy Burns. Now Jason's a hallucination that's dead in the grave, and Roy Burns takes his spot with Blue. And the blue chevrons they're cool, but they're not Jason style. I mean, Roy Burns wasn't as good. He was just like a human. He was just a human. And the characters were pretty cool. You got the Reggie Sonic scream, bro. That was funny. He sounded like me when I was 5, that's for sure. Who knows? He was probably a lot older than that. Yeah, that's Part 5 is just another good thing is Edith, or whatever. Yeah, she was funny. So Tommy was pretty good in that movie. He's pretty kick-ass in that movie. I mean, I liked it in a way. It was in a sort of in the middle for me. Now coming in at my number. Guys. My number 6 is gonna be Friday the 13th Part 2. Now, I'm not really. This is an okay movie. I'll give it here. I'll give it a C because, I mean, Part 2. Yeah, I don't like Sackhead Jason. He's not really a Friday the 13th to me. He's like a human in that movie. He's just like a rampaging, gnarly ass redneck. I mean, sorry for the cussing, but still, don't want to get demonetized. But anyway, they were like, somehow we need to give Jason a cool look, and they thought of a Sackhead. But apparently it wasn't as good as they thought it would be, because nobody really likes Sackhead Jason. Or at least I think they don't. It's not the best to me. I mean, yeah, the final girl, Jenny, is one of the best final girls. I like her a lot. She's pretty good in that movie. Amy Steele played her pretty great. But when he fought Paul at the end in his shack, that just looks like he could get defeated many ways. I mean, the setting is funny. Some of the kills are good, like Mark's machete to the face. That was pretty funny or cool. I mean, poor guy. He was in a wheelchair and he went downstairs. I mean, that had to have been bad. So, yeah. Now, coming in my number 5 is going to be Friday the 13th, 2009. I like that movie. Jason is played by the one and only Derek Mears. I mean, Jason in that movie, he is literally a freaking monster. He's 6'5" in real life, which is like 6'5" in the movie. And he can throw an axe, he can run, he can set traps. Bro, he's just one of the scariest Jasons, that's for sure. I mean, yeah, the characters are pretty good. I like Chewie, he's pretty good. Lawrence, they're nice. And Clay, he's pretty good. And the only problem I have with this is that sex scene. That's a problem. Now, nobody want to see that in a Friday the 13th movie that much. Because as long as they don't show too much of it. But Trent was saying so much stuff when they were doing that. I mean, that just made it mess up for me. Now, moving on to my number 4 is going to be Friday the 13th, Part 6, Jason Lives. Now, I know it should be ranked higher, but it's okay. This is just my overall rating. Now, CJ Graham, he was great as Jason. I mean, Jason from Part 6 was pretty good. I mean, the characters were cool. Final Girl. Oh, yeah, Tommy Jarvis, Tom Matthews, bro. He did great in that movie. Glad we got to see that. I mean, he was good. He was good in that movie. The problem I have with that movie is Sheriff Garris, man. No, not because of what he did. It's because of how mean he was to Tommy when he was telling the truth. It was so dumb. But it's okay. I like it anyway. Now, on to my number 3. Here's the top 3. Number 3 is going to be Jason X. I like Jason X. It takes place in space, which means a different setting, different tone, different mood. And Jason looks pretty gnarly. Not pre-Uber, but Uber Jason looks pretty gnarly, dude. He's pretty good. I'm glad I saw that movie. The characters were okay. I'll say that. KM, she was pretty good. Blew Jason's head right off. That's surprising. And yeah, that's Jason X is all I have to say. I don't really have many problems with that movie. But overall, it's a pretty good movie. Recommend you watch it. Top 2. Now, my number 2, I have to go with it's Friday the 13th, Part 7, The New Blood. And that movie's just good. I mean, some of y'all may not like it. I mean, this is my opinion. Don't worry. Now, Part 7, it's like Jason versus Carrie. And I like that. They did a different approach to it. I mean, it makes it seem more and more cool. And Jason in that movie, bro, he is so cool. This is the best look of Jason so far in the series, dude. I mean, Jason, he has the raggling teeth, the bone exposure. He's got that. He's played by Kane High. He's got the chewed up side of the mask from that boat propeller in Part 6. Man. Yeah, I know some of y'all may think the characters were pretty bad, but I like the characters. They all had like a cool death. Except for what's his name? Oh man, who was that? I forgot. But I know one of them doesn't have really a good death, but that party horn to the eye, that was good. I like that. Now, another thing of Part 7, the music was great. I loved the music. Jason was great in that movie. I mean, I don't really have too many problems. I don't really have too many problems with that movie. That's why I'm ranking it number 2. Now, y'all already know, number 1, Friday the 13th, the final chapter. But not really the final chapter because, Part 5 came and that's when everything messed it up. Until Part 6 and Part 7. That's it. Now, Final Chapter is one of the best movies along with Part 7 and Final Chapter are my top 2 favorites. Final Chapter, Jason is so good in that movie. He's played by Ted White. He did great. I mean, Jason look, I got my Crash Creations Part 4 over there. That's from the shower scene right there. Focus. There you go. Yeah, I did a review on that one and that one. Those are both from Crash. He makes great masks. I recommend him. I'll put him in the link in the description below. Now, Part 4, they had some great deaths. Like, Ted's death. You got stabbed in the head. That hurt. That had to hurt. Jimmy's death, bro. That was the best one out of the movie. Meat cleaver to the face and corkscrew in the hand. Man. Now the final girl. What was her name? Trish. And Tommy played by the one and only Corey Feldman. Kimberly Beck playing Trish. I mean, yeah, that was a great movie. And the characters were fun. I like the characters. And it was pretty good. So that's okay, guys. That's just basically my ranking right there. I mean, I'm pretty happy with my ranking. Alright guys, that's going to end it for the video today. I will see y'all in the next video. It's probably going to be a Crash Creations Part 7 review. It's going to be here in about a week because it's supposed to ship in a week. 1 to 2 weeks, that's when the video is going to come out. That's when it's going to start. And that's when it's going to upload. I want y'all to like, subscribe, comment on the video what your ranking would be. I will see y'all in the next video. Peace out.